Today was my first Rubik's Cube competition, and going to it, I was insanely nervous. Like, I lost sleep over this. I had a lot of pressure that I put on myself, so you can only imagine the fear I felt in my heart when I say I'm ready, and I look down, and the cube is completely solved in front of me. There was no scrambling. I was like, oh my god, I've immediately messed up. They're going to kick me into the competition. Turns out it was a scrambling error, but, you know, we're just going to pretend it's my fault, because that's what it felt like in the moment. So going into this, I had two goals, and first one of which was to make it to round 2, which I had no clue what time I would need to get there. I just knew I'd have to be in the top 64, and I was going to do as well as I can. My second main personal goal that, like, doesn't affect other people, like, literally just how will I do, was getting a sub 20 average, because at home, I've been averaging, like, 22 for a while, and then recently this week, I've been going off. It's probably the nerves, knowing the competition's coming up, and I've been averaging 19, which is really good. That solve was 21.99, so I was like, okay, if we're going to get a sub 20 average, that has to be the worst solve I do. And, yeah, no, absolutely not. Not using any inspection time, I noticed. I'd never used a stack mat timer before, so I was insanely nervous. Like, oh my god, 15 seconds, that's like so little time. I use like 4 seconds of it at most, and I feel like it's really hurting me, because like normally I can do the cross with inspection time, but I was just so nervous that I was like seeing 2 pieces and being like, okay, time to start. We're going to get rushed. Decent solve there, nice use U-perm, but 21.47, I'm like, oh man, this is about the moment I realized we're probably not going to get sub 20 today. And, you know, maybe that's okay, but I was just
under 20, but right now not.
Yeah, in the moment, you can see me realize, like, oh man, it might not be happening. This clip is way longer, I forgot to count this.
I imagine that's a compliment.
That's okay. Third solve here, pick it up, and then like, they don't even get to 8 seconds, and I'm already solving. Like, what are you doing, man? No lockups at the beginning, which was good, because, like, oh my god, it was so bad. Like, at the tables, I was locking up. Normally, my cube's not that bad. It's not, like, a very good cube. I spent $8 on it, like, 2 years ago, but I don't know. F2L is pretty decent. Get a soon there, and then I can't tell what algorithm that was, but I got my first ever sub 20 solve in competition, 19.59. Pretty happy with that, but I knew I was going to have to get some insane solves after that if I wanted to clutch out the average. And once again, like, 0 inspection time. Like, what are you doing past Ryan? Like, come on. Finally finished cross there after like 5 seconds. I laugh because I'm like, oh man, this solve sucks. And I keep solving pairs in the front and breaking up other pairs. I don't know why. I'm just like panicking. I do know why I'm panicking. And then, like, look at how bad that U-perm was. 21.36. Excuse me. And then you see me just contemplate, like, oh man, I really drove 50 minutes just to get bounced from the first round. Looking at the cube. Do we get to 8 seconds inspection time? Oh, we do. Oh my god, that's improvement right there. This is my last solve with the average. Knew I had to make it a good one. Not a good cross. F2L is immediately bad. I think I ended up doing multiple pairs twice. Yeah, the red-green pair got stuck in the wrong place, and I was like, I did not notice until it was too late. Just not clean. Don't insert with the sledge, so I have to do a dot case, which I don't know. I don't know Tulip, or I don't know full OLO because I'm stupid. And then just really slow solve overall, 24.51. That's not what you want to see. And 21.61 average. I'm like, oh man, we're probably not going to make it to round 2, but we do, as you see here. And I posted on my Instagram story, even though literally no one cared. So round 2 was around 4 hours later. I had some McDonald's in my belly. I was feeling a lot better. I tried to go to Cumberland Farms, get a couple sandwiches, but then I got lost, and I saw the golden arches in the distance, and I was like, okay, it'll have to do. But something you'll see a lot different here. You see me breathe for a while before the solve, and like use more of my inspection time. That's a conscious decision I made just to like try and take a minute off the stress. Get a pretty good cross solution there. Planned it all in inspection. Very slow because nerves obviously in the lockups, and also I'm not very good at cross. But this solve was overall a lot smoother. Sorry. That's one of the few OLO algorithms I know. Feeling good, and then you see me fist pump because I don't realize I +2'd, but I did.
I think
it was a 17.01, and then I +2 to a 19.01. But then I think something happened, and the kid like didn't notice I +2'd because in the scorecard you'll see later it says I got a 17.01. It ends up not affecting the average at all. It only changes it by 0.01. And if any of you want to take up the WCA with it, please do that on my behalf, because like I'm scared that they'll kick me out if I'm like, hey, I cheated. Because I legitimately like did not notice that he didn't count my thing. But you'll see this solve once again also pretty clean. 2 Locola, and then I get a Y perm. And then the judge brought up how weird my AUF is. I literally just like grip the top with my hand and like throw the cube.
That's what we like to do.
Making some small talk with one of the judges. You gotta keep it nice. Telling him how nervous I am because I was talking to literally everyone about how nervous I was. You don't get the nerves going through my body there. I forgot to mention that last solve was a sorry. Why am I blanking at the time?
8.
That last solve was 19.54. This solved very slow, as you can see. Bad cross, bad F2L, bad everything.
Oh my god, this is horrible.
You hear me literally say, "Oh my god, this is horrible" to the judge. I spent so much time waste on that. Took forever to recognize that OLL piece, even though it's a very easy one. I'm pretty sure that's a G perm, which is already pretty unlucky. 25.49. That's the worst solve of the day so far. So you see me taking a breath in here. I'm not gonna lie. After the first 2 solves, where I got a 17 and a 19, I was like, oh man, we got sub 20 in the bag. And I was trying to ride that confidence, and the third solve did not work. Trying to ride that confidence in here. I'll tell you right now, this solve was not the greatest. Flipped edge on the orange and blue piece, I believe. We got a dot case because I keep forgetting to insert with sledgehammer. Do get a U-perm there, but I lock up out of like just panic. And you see me just very unhappy knowing that I'm going to have to clutch out the last solve to get sub 20. I was hoping to get it right there. Looking down, looking really stupid as I'm waiting for the judge to finish signing. But I'm just like, oh man, you got to be better than that, Ryan.
I need a really good one to clutch out sub 20 here.
And he was right. He did need a really good one. That was me talking, by the way, because you can tell I prefer to pass Ryan in the third person. Right here's something interesting. You'll see me close my eyes and ask for an extra second. I was legitimately visualizing. I was using visualization techniques. I never do that because I don't think you're weird if you do it, but like I've never personally done it. But I imagined myself getting a sub 20 and clutching out, feeling all good at myself. And this sounds stupid. Right here was the moment that I knew I got sub 20 because I was just legitimately very good F2L solve. Felt confident. Get to last layer. Pretty easy case. And then I can't tell what algorithm this is, but I know it did decent, and I was genuinely very happy with this. That's an 18.99. Look at that smile and look at those chins.
I was so nervous.
And he was so nervous. This is the kid I was telling about how nervous I was for solve number 3. So I was reiterating to him how nervous I was for the 3rd time, showing off the scorecard. And I got 50th place out of like 125. I don't care. 19.88 PR. If the 17.01 is a +2, it's a 19.89. Does not matter because math and stuff like that. But yeah, very happy with my performance in the 2nd round, and competition was a lot of fun. I'm going to hopefully go to some more in the future.